Hello everyone, I've been taking a small little break since the big main channel video where I talk about how I completed 100 plus games, which this video has taken me 3 goddamn months to make. That's not including actually playing the games and fully completing it. If you want to include that, it will be around 2 years or so, and for certain games it has even been longer, like for TF2. I've been playing TF2 since 2013, so I guess, what, almost 10 years? This game took almost 10 years to fully complete, which is goddamn wild. But I've been spending a lot of time just reading all the comments, and it has all been like really overwhelmingly positive. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Again, this video took ages to make, so I'm really happy people actually enjoyed the video. I have a few more ideas for these quote-unquote kind of videos in the future, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But anyway, I wanted to make a quick little video about something serious. I've mentioned it before briefly, but it seems like a lot of people either didn't see it or they kind of brushed over it. I guess I kind of did a bad job explaining how the whole situation has like unraveled. So many of you know that I have drawn thumbnails on my main channel. I started doing this since I started making these video game commentary videos, and you can clearly see the improvement I made. It started out like every other artist by weirdly tracing other drawings. I have no shame, okay, but it does kind of look like ass, and well, it's just kind of lazy, let's be honest for a second. I kept doing this for years upon years, and when I made my old-ass PvZ video called Look at the Plants vs. Zombies franchise, I also started to animate them. The reason why I started doing this is because I really wanted to get better at both art and animation, but I never really had the motivation to draw or animate, so I basically just forced myself to draw. I mean, it worked out. I did get better over time. I improved as an artist a shit ton, but was I enjoying it? Sort of. I guess if I did it out of my free will, I would have enjoyed it more, but I didn't. And again, I just wanted to get better at art, so I forced myself to draw and animate. By the way, the inspiration for animating my thumbnails came from Don't Starve, where they have this like really sleek tweening animation. Tweening, which if you don't know, means you separate a bunch of layers of a drawing and then you import them into like a software like After Effects, and you connect them all together and then you move them around. It's kind of like a little puppet. And again, over time, I improved at this. If you look at the first PvZ thumbnail, it started out as just the pupils of the zombie being separated and the sunflower's heads like bobbing around a bit. But if you look at one of the more recent ones, like the short video, which I guess is already a year old, but here the hands are animated, the fingers are in front of the ball, the little thumb is separated, the stink lines have this wobbly effect, the spit goes up and down, the background has a little wobbly effect, eyebrows go up and down, and just the whole body bounces a bit. I've gotten quite good at this tweening animation. I mean, I'm no god in any way, shape or form, but for a silly little thumbnail animation, you know, I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back because I think I deserve it. But if I'm honest, I didn't really notice at the time 100% certain, but I had no motivation left to draw for myself. I just wasn't interested in it, but I still really wanted to get better. You know, maybe it will come back. So I started asking friends to help me with the sketching stage, you know, give some tips and tricks, showing me how it's done. But over time, they kind of started to take the sketching stage over to the point that I wasn't even doing it myself anymore. And then it just kind of hit me, you know. I said to myself, do I really enjoy drawing? Like, is the drawing aspect of making a video the highlight? And honestly, it really wasn't. I think it's the part I actually enjoyed the least. I kept this up for a bit, but I was just getting really demotivated when it came to drawing. Every time I wanted to make a video, I also had to draw and animate a thumbnail for it, and it just didn't make me excited anymore. I mean, I never drew my thumbnails because I really enjoyed it. I drew my thumbnails because I wanted to get better at art and animation. I wanted to force myself to draw. It's as simple as that. And you know, over time, that passion, it just kind of fizzled out. I do appreciate art and animation like a crap ton. It's something I keep bringing up in my videos, but like doing art myself, you know, I just fell out of love with it. I mean, I guess editing is sort of an art form, but it's not like drawing art, you know? So the reason why I told you this whole story is because I still see a lot of people commenting on drawings I post saying, oh, cool art, Foekoe, you've improved so much, and I just want to make it crystal clear that I don't draw anymore. The drawings and thumbnails you see are made by Cyber, who is super talented and 2 billion times better at it than me in any way, shape or form. I try to say this a lot in the comments, responding to people that are saying good art, Foekoe, and a lot of people seem to understand it, but for some reason it's something that keeps popping back up. Again, I want to make it clear, I don't draw my thumbnails and other art anymore. I just fell out of love with drawing. I know that a few of you might be disappointed to hear this, but I just don't want to force myself doing something that I don't enjoy doing. I mean, I live in a free country, I can do whatever the hell I want. But I'm still happy I actually forced myself to draw. I did learn a lot from it. It made me appreciate the medium, how much time goes into it, how demotivating it can be at times, and just the general expression of it. I adore it. I love art. It doesn't matter what sort of medium it is. It's not all negative though. Me stopping drawing did make me able to focus more on editing and scripting. Usually it took me a whole day to draw a thumbnail, and sometimes even longer because I just wasn't fast at it. But now I basically have an extra day to focus on what I want to focus, while Cyber is focusing on the thumbnail, which all 4 of the thumbnails that she has made so far are all amazing, especially the most recent one. The colors of it they just pop, and I adore it. I love it to absolute bits. And this also counts for all the other art that I've posted on my social media accounts. For the video, I did a little countdown where each day I posted a drawing of my character being dressed up in one of the games I was gonna talk about in the big 100 games video. The games were PvZ, Neon White, Call of Duty Zombies, Terraria, and Team Fortress 2. All 5 of these drawings were also made by Cyber. The little intro at the start of the video, also made by Cyber. This drawing saying I was on a little break, made by Cyber. This goofy ass PNG that was in the video for like 2 seconds, also made by Cyber. She draws all of it. And I feel a tiny bit bad, man, because I'm just kind of taking a bit of the credit away from her because people are confused because I did a poor job explaining what is going on, and that's why I'm making this video. I just want to clear up all the confusion and give Cyber the credit that she deserves. If you ever see art in one of my videos or on one of my social accounts, it's probably made by Cyber. So please, if you ever see more art on one of my channels or on my social media accounts, send Cyber some love because she is so incredibly talented. The only thing I still do is animate the thumbnails, which is something I actually really enjoy, but the rest, it's not me, okay? It's her. All the credit goes to her. Yeah, that's really all I want to talk about. Again, clear up a bunch of confusion that has been surrounding this. I should have probably done it sooner, but you know, I'm a little monkey man. By the way, Cyber is also the person that made both the Isaac and Hollow Knight animations in my 2 big review videos, which are both also just amazing. I really recommend you watch both of these videos. But yeah, I have a partnership now. I have a gamer subs code, so if you want to support me, you can use code Foekoe for 10% off. A blatant product placement. Anyway, see you guys later. Goodbye.